to fight on the landing ground.
Thank you for joining us. You are listening to A Radio, and this is the Morning Moment. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. This is a special morning moment that I'm doing today. I have continued to warn you about the UK. I've done many pieces on this. The fact that I think that at present the UK is heading at great neck speed towards becoming a PC police state. If you need any more evidence, I present to you a video I grabbed from a Twitter feed from Kaylin Robinson, who is a colleague of Tommy Robinson. What you will be witnessing is the full power of a police state in action. All that Tommy Robinson was doing was a report from outside a court in the UK on an impending judgment. That's all. The police claim he was causing, quote, a breach of the peace, as they define it, as only they can. Unfortunately, Tommy Robinson is under certain restrictions due to another fake charge and prosecution. The anti-free speech, anti-freedom PC police were clearly bound and determined to arrest Tommy Robinson. Now clearly, someone much higher up than these PC plods had made that decision well ahead of time. However, it does not even stop there. Someone else also issued what they call in the UK a D notice to the mainstream media and social media in the UK. What does that mean? That means do not publish. So things were suddenly removed from websites and the mainstream media blacked out the story. Can you even imagine that in the US? Can you even imagine that in Canada, that they blacked out a story? It didn't happen. It's non-news. This is an absolute disgrace. Britain has a conservative government. Let me just say that again. Britain has a conservative government, not a Labour government, not a communist government, not a Marxist government. A point which is a fact at the moment is that under Theresa May's control, she was a Home Secretary. And she knew all that was going on at the time with this grooming of all these Muslims up north. She knew about it. She wasn't the Prime Minister then, she was the Home Secretary. She knew what was going on. Think about that. And that's the real story. I believe Britain is very close to a civil war. There's tremendous unrest in the UK and the police are completely out of control. I believe that if Tommy Robinson isn't released in the next 24 hours or so, that the anger in the UK will build and build and build. There will be serious repercussions for the UK politicians and the political system in Britain going forward, and British society as a whole. If this action is allowed to stand unchallenged, it will embolden them, that is, the people higher up who think they control everybody, to go further, until there will be people monitoring people on every street corner. I kid you not. And then 1984 will well and truly have arrived. Ignore this at your peril. Listen and watch this and make your own mind up. Remember, British citizens no longer have that right, which is not a luxury. Be concerned, be very concerned. You can find the video on my YouTube channel. You can find more at aradio.wordpress.com, where you can find links to us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Gab and email. We are continuing to reach out to you, so please pass on the links. Please click on the follow button on Spreaker.com. You can listen to all my morning moments at Spreaker.com under A Radio, that's EHRADIO, A Radio, and please click on the like button. And you can find all my podcasts and morning moments at aradio.wordpress.com and click on the Morning Moments tab.